Everybody has got to get back on board the bus, and we have to go back home to Chicago. I want to leave just a little hope with you. In 1964, a 64-year-old, as I told you by the name of Louis Armstrong, became the oldest person to have a #1 hit. 3 years later, a person reached #1 on the Billboard charts in the United Kingdom who was 67 years old. And a year later, that same person at 68 again topped the American charts, is now the oldest person to ever get a #1 hit. At 68, there's hope here, isn't there? If a 68-year-old person can be the most listened to person in the world, imagine what you still have to share with this world. I started this show with Bill Dunham announcing that everyone could be a star. Well, all I see in this room are stars. Each one of you today has brought me a little joy by coming and listening to me, and happiness this very day with your applause. I see that little tapping of your feet, singing underneath your breath, and more importantly, your welcoming smiles. Now, who can tell me who the 68-year-old was that had the #1 song in 1968? You had it right the first time. He topped himself. It was once again Louis Satchmo Armstrong. And he sang one of the greatest songs I have ever heard. What a wonderful world. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me, for you. Think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. Think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, they're also on the faces of the people going by. I see friends shaking hands saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies laugh. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. Think to myself, isn't this true? What a wonderful world. Yes, think to myself, what a wonderful world. And as Satchmo would say, oh yeah. Now let's see if I can get back up here without breaking something.